Is this one of the best open source frameworks for real-time voice AI agents? I don't know, but we're going to find out. This is TEN Framework. It handles streaming audio, interruptions, turn detection, avatars, telephony, and multimodal agents. And unlike most agent frameworks, this is not text first with voice dropped on top. It's built for actual live conversations. So, in the next couple minutes, I'm going to test the most important part where voice agents kind of fall apart. Can I interrupt it mid-sentence without the whole thing falling apart? Then we'll look how it works. Was it hard to set up, and whether it's actually useful? Now, TEN Framework is an open source runtime for building real-time multimodal conversational AI agents. Voice is the main focus, but it also supports things like vision, avatars, telephony, and edge deployments. The big idea here is kind of this. Instead of forcing everything into one pipeline, TEN lets you build an agent as a graph of extensions. So your STT LLM TTS memory tools, all that stuff can all be separated pieces. Real conversations are not a straight line. They're messy. Honestly, they are. Pick up the phone and talk to anyone. But TEN is built for just that mess. So the obvious question is, why does this feel any different from a normal STT to LLM to TTS pipeline? Let me show you the part that actually matters here, and we're going to test it. If you enjoy coding tools that speed up your workflow, be sure to subscribe. We have videos coming out all the time. Most voice agents can start as a chain. Audio comes in, speech to text turns into text. The LLM writes an answer, TTS reads it back. For a simple setup, honestly, it works. We piece little things together. For a real conversation, that will probably just fall apart and collapse over time because real users interrupt. Like I said, pick up the phone. People interrupt all the time. Audio keeps streaming while the model is actually thinking. The agent may need to stop speaking, cancel generation, detect a silence, or call tools in parallel. That is why TEN treats agents as graphs, not chain. Each extension has one job. One handles your speech recognition, one for LLM, one for TTS, one for VAD, right? All of these are working together. And these extensions can be done up in Python, C++, Go, Rust, or even TypeScript. Now, let's get this up and running and test it all out. To get this running, you're going to need a few API keys. Agora for real-time audio, DeepGram for speech recognition, an LLM like OpenAI I'm using here, and 11 Labs for voice. I know it's a lot, but we need it. Once the keys are added, you can start everything with Docker and one command with just Docker compose up. It takes a few minutes the first time, and then we're good to go. TEN comes with several ready-made configurations already, so you can see them right here. The first one is the DeepGram TTS. This is going to be the best one. The second best alternative is Voice Assistant. The other ones are using XAI, but they are not as good when it comes to things like what we're trying to do here. I'm going to select DeepGram. I'm going to connect it.
TEN agent connected. How can I help you today?
Hey, can you tell me what TEN Framework is really good at?
Hello, the term TEN framework.
I didn't interrupt you at all. Keep talking.
Certainly. TensorFlow is a powerful and versatile framework designed for a wide range of machine
So I
tasks.
didn't even talk about TensorFlow, yet you start talking about TensorFlow. How about you just stop talking?
I'm sorry for the confusion earlier. If you have any other questions or need assistance with a different topic, feel free to let me know. I'm here to help.
Okay, so you can see it's not perfect here since I can't even explain the purpose of itself, so it kind of cut off there. I do have the ability to interrupt. So when I started talking, we got to interrupt, which is really cool. If I connect again, let's just start a fresh chat. I'll interrupt it.
TEN agent connected. How can I help you today?
Can you tell me the weather in Paris? Okay, so you're unable to tell me the weather. I just interrupted you. I know. What can you do?
I can assist with a wide range of topics.
Okay, that's too long, so I'm going to cut you off right now again. Okay, thank you. Let's just stop here.
No problem. If you have any other questions or need assistance with something specific, feel free to let me know.
Now, if I jump in here to the TEN Manager, this is the designer tool. We can see how everything is connected. The model that I chose was the DeepGram TTS Assistant. And each of these is connected that takes us through the flow of things that we could click into, for example, and really see how things work. I can open, close, here we go, audio frame. I can see I'm using Agora RTC, right? And that was the one I'm using, but we can also just go through the other ones. Here's the normal voice assistant. If we wanted to use XAI, we can see the actual flow of things here. This is the bottom line. 10 is nice when you need natural voice conversations, multimodal features, and control over your stack. But it doesn't mean it's perfect, as honestly, this took some time to set up. Let's talk about the good and also the annoying parts here. The biggest thing about this is 10 is for conversation quality, which I noticed here a bit, but you may have heard things that you didn't like too. Voice AI is still touchy in certain areas. The VAD and turn detection and real-time streaming make a real difference. Users don't really care about your architecture. Is it clean? Is it not? They care about the agent that listens and then talks back when needed. The second strong point here is the visual designer. Again, not because we actually need drag and drop to build things, but because real-time voice systems are actually kind of hard to debug. A graph lets you see what is connected, where the data is flowing, and where things may be slowing down. Then also 10 has a lot of ready-made examples: voice assistants, avatar, SIP telephony, ESP32 hardware, speaker diarization. And with all this, it is open source and deployment flexible. So 10 is giving us more control here. But with all this, guys, keep this in mind too. If you're used to a simple linear pipeline, this might feel like too much setup at first, but once your agent gets more complex, all this starts to pay off and fall into place. So looking at it all like this, 10 does not remove the complexity of real-time voice AI. No, it gives that complexity an architecture, and that can save a lot of time as you build it out compared to rolling your whole stack yourself. Now, the final question is, should you use this? Maybe, if you have the right problem. Use 10 if you're building a production voice agent or a real prototype that needs to feel more natural. Really, when you care about things like interruptions, low latency, multimodal input, or flexible deployment. But let's get real here. There are plenty of alternatives out there that may do the right job if you just piece it together. But 10 might bring it all together in one. It is also a strong choice if you already have tried stitching together STT, LLMs, TTS, and audio streaming yourself. If you only need a simple text agent, this is too much, right? The setup is too much. If you want the fastest possible voice prototype with least setup friction, LiveKit agents or PipeCat is probably going to get you there faster. If you enjoy coding tools like this, be sure to subscribe to the Better Stack channel. We'll see you in another video.